When a ball strikes the back of a net on the world stage, the impact echoes across continents. Over 5 billion people tune in to watch this tournament unfold over a single month. It commands a synchronized global attention that no political broadcast or historical event can match. Yet this massive synchronized event is the result of an experiment that began nearly a century ago, isolated in a single South American city. Over decades of slow expansion and sudden technological leaps, this localized competition scaled into humanity's largest shared spectacle. In July of 1930, 13 teams arrived in Montevideo, Uruguay. The players wore thick cotton kits, navigating an amateur landscape where international travel required weeks on ocean liners. The physical scale of the event was constrained by the concrete footprint of the stadium itself. Without live broadcast technology, the experience of the matches was strictly limited to the tens of thousands of people who could physically fit inside the gates. Between the immense distances required to compete and the looming outbreak of the Second World War, the competition faced severe logistical friction. Navigating those early geopolitical borders required a concerted, deliberate effort to keep the international sporting community connected. This map shows the tournament's post-war concentration, dominated by established federations in Europe and South America. By the 1960s, newly independent nations across Africa and Asia rapidly formed federations, entering the tournament as a visible platform to assert global sovereignty. This geographic expansion translated directly to the stands. The expanding stadiums of the mid-century filled with denser, increasingly international crowds as global air travel gradually became a viable option for supporters. For a developing nation, fielding a team in these qualifiers was a declaration of existence, forcing established powers to meet them as equals on the pitch. As satellite television technology matured, the barrier of physical attendance dissolved. Broadcast signals carried live matches across oceans, allowing domestic athletes to achieve international recognition overnight. Modern viewers tune in to watch highly structured tactical systems break down into isolated, high-speed duels. The tension relies entirely on the individual skill required to bypass an opposing defender. When that tension breaks with a successful strike, the resulting celebration requires no translation. That roaring release of emotion connects millions of people in different time zones in the exact same fraction of a second. By synchronizing audiences around these brief flashes of individual brilliance, broadcast networks compiled a shared historical archive for the entire planet. To accommodate this massive broadcast demand, host nations now construct multi-billion-dollar architectural complexes. These stadiums are precision-engineered environments designed specifically to capture flawless camera angles and crystal-clear audio. With hundreds of millions of viewers examining high-definition replays in real time, the tolerance for human error and refereeing evaporated. The sport was forced to integrate digital tracking to maintain its competitive integrity. This 3D simulation illustrates how systems like goal line technology use arrays of high-speed cameras to map the exact physical coordinates of the ball. The moment its full circumference crosses the threshold, an encrypted signal is sent instantly to the referee's watch. By converting the physical boundaries of the pitch into precise data points, the tournament adapted to the relentless scrutiny of the modern digital era. Reaching those advanced stadiums requires surviving a grueling qualification cycle that begins 3 years before the actual tournament. Squads undergo relentless tactical drills and physical conditioning just to secure a spot in the group stage. In the knockout rounds, that collective preparation is often stripped away, reducing the outcome to a solitary duel. During a penalty shootout, the pressure collapses entirely onto a single striker, facing a goalkeeper from 12 yards away. Out of the 211 national associations eligible to enter, only one will navigate the variables of injuries, tactical errors, and pure chance to remain undefeated at the very end. For the supporters who travel thousands of miles to witness those finals, the tournament offers a rare geographical convergence. Dozens of distinct cultures, languages, and histories briefly occupy a single location to focus on a shared set of rules. The endpoint of this entire global apparatus is 6 kilograms of solid gold. Securing it guarantees permanent placement in the historical record. When the final whistle sounds and the pyrotechnics clear the stadium roof, the cycle simply resets. A new generation of players begins preparing for the next iteration of the qualifiers. Driven by billions of dedicated observers, the World Cup persists. It stands as a singular global tradition, one game and one world.